Hello friends, welcome back. BigDenoPlays. Frosthaven. Episode, I have no idea. Episode something. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Episode 8. And we're playing Scenario 18. Scenario 18 is called Crystal Fields. We've just leveled up 2 of our characters to level 3. So it's taken us about 4 or so episodes, campaigns, things to level up. So that's good. We've selected our scenario. Let's dive straight into resolving a road event. I hope we don't get the drink donkey again. Here we go. You encounter a young Algox away from his tribe, looking hungry and weary. He explains his name is Malrog and that he has been exiled as a part of a ritual transition into adulthood. He will need to slay a great beast to prove his value and return to his people. It's clear he doesn't want to interact with you, but he's desperate. I shattered my greatsword against the rocks 2 days ago, and now I am defenseless. Is it beneath my status to ask, but do you have anything I could use? Judging by his current condition, he doesn't look like he'll make it very long without your help. I have a poison dagger I can give him. It's the only option I've got. Do I want to give him a poison dagger? Yes, I'll give him a poison dagger. I'd love to help you, Malrog. What do we got? The selected item is a single hand. I am grateful for your kindness. Thank you. Add Winter Road event 38 to the Winter Road deck. Winter Road 38. Done. WR. Perfect. And that is now removed from the game. Set up the map tiles and we have now lost our dagger. That sucks. It wasn't getting an awful lot of use, so I'm okay with it. Retrieve all monsters. We've done all this. We are going to read the scenario entry, shuffle, and we'll do our battle goals in a moment. But let's just nip over here to our survivors section. So here's our battle goals. I'll shuffle those and deal them out now so that we don't forget like I did last episode. And then I'll shuffle these. There is a curse being added to my deck, unfortunately, for our Geminate, but no curse for the Deathwalker because we selected the Ignore Scenario Effects perk, which is great. All right. Each character gains curse. You've been following the trail of crystalline spikes, the Ice Speaker's conduits, for hours, and the trail has led you around the north edge of the Whitefire Wood. As you go, you wonder what these Algox are up to. Have these icy spikes been here forever, functioning as some sort of ancestral crop? Or have the Ice Speakers begun amassing them only recently, expanding these fields to some unknown purpose? The conduits have become larger and more densely packed as you followed the trail, and now they are so close together that you're forced to abandon your sled and move on foot. It doesn't take long to pick up a trail after that. Heavy footprints mark the way, and following them, you come to the remains of a hard-lost battle. A great number of Algox corpses are strewn about in the snow, their huge bodies showing deep cuts, some missing limbs. But something is wrong with this scene. None of the Algox you've encountered before wield blades that could cause this sort of damage. As you crouch to inspect a corpse further, it suddenly shifts. You jump back as it rises out of the snow, a rotting mass of undeath. You sigh and shake your head. Why can't things just stay dead? It's a kill all enemies scenario, and when we open the door, we read that section. We're going to add a normal elite frozen corpse, and that is it. I have used the errata. Fantastic app, by the way. Highly recommend X-Haven Assistant. It is delightful. Alright, scenario goals. So I think Jemmy needs just one. So we'll probably want to go for one. Become exhausted before any other character, unlikely. Collect more loot tokens, we like that. Kill the last enemy to die. Egoist is within our control. So we'll go for Egoist. Wallflower. End each of your turns adjacent to a wall, obstacle, or objective. That is interesting. We'll try for that one. I don't like the other two. Wallflower. Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff here. These are traps. These are traps. And because our level is now level 3, those traps are doing 5 damage. And the snowdrift is purple, which I think is difficult terrain. Is that right? Purple. Yeah, 2 movement points to enter that hex. So if we have a jump, we can jump over these and we'll walk through these. So, do we start in ranged mode? That is a jump. That is a walk. That is a move 4. Shields on these frozen corpses. So what I think we might do is start in ranged mode. And we'll go late and see if we can pull them onto something. And then I think we'll move and generate night. Deadbolt's just a great card, isn't it? Yep. Yep. We'll save Deadbolt for next turn when we've generated the night. So we're going to generate night. And I think we'll put up Call to the Abyss. Yeah, I think we will. It's always a risk to go for a lost card early, but yeah. Done. So we're going at 82 and 76. 76, 82. Draw. Cold snap. Oh. All right. I'm going to go check the rules for monster movement to see if they prioritise getting closer or if they prioritise not taking damage. I shall return. Okay, so what will happen is this guy will go 1, 2, 3 into the difficult terrain. This guy will go 1, 2, 3. And that is all for both frozen corpses. Jemmy the Geminate. So where we're standing right now is exactly 3 to 4 hexes away. And so we will pull into my embrace that elite frozen corpse. And so that is an attack 3 that goes to 4, goes back down to 3, thanks to the singular shield. It has retaliate 2, but it is not at range. Then it's pull 2, 1, 2 into my embrace. Guess what? We just propped that trap. And he takes 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That ignores shield. Amazing. And then we can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are now in melee mode. So the Death Walker, she's going to put up her lost card, Call to the Abyss, and she's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3, and that generates night. I recall us being a lot quicker than these wonderful people. the frozen corpses. And so we shall. Waiting for tonight. Whoa. Forceful spirits, I think, is our best option. That's going to add a curse and gain experience. No, that's fine. I think we've got another way to generate night. So we'll go 34 there, remembering that we have our boots of speed, so we can get down to 24. I think that's fast enough. Melee, melee, melee. So, no frost generated, was there? No, they consumed frost. Do we have a pull or a push? All right, we're going to use Hornet Stingers at 23 and drag down at 34. So we're 23 and 34. Going first would be optimal here. Excellent. Nothing special. Generating frost. Yes, I consume your frost. So Jemmy first. So what we want to do with Jemmy is move 3 and all attacks targeting us this round gain disadvantage. 1. And we want to stay there. So that's disadvantage. And then we're going to use this drag down, which is going to immobilize this big guy. So we're out of range, so we're going 1, 2, 3. So it immobilizes. It's an attack 2. So it's an attack 4 and we brittle ourselves. How interesting is that card? So the attack 2 becomes attack 4. 1, 2, 3. And he is immobilized. And all attacks targeting us this round gain disadvantage. So that's good. Hornet Stingers stays in play. Disadvantage for this round. So Jemmy's done. So now Death is going to move 1, 2, 3 and poison. And then we're going to use Forceful Spirits. We're going to consume the night. I'm going there. Consume the night, and we're going to target both enemies, which is going to generate us an experience. It is an attack 3. And so on the elite, we're going to put our token on the elite so that we... Oh, did we just kill him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. We did. All right, so when that enemy dies, place a shadow in that token, in that hex, or nearby. Delightful. So then, and it's interesting, I think the timing of this is actually quite good. We can then nominate that guy because it's before you draw an attack card. +1. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes back down to 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is the end of Death's turn. This Algox, he's going to walk, or frozen dead corpse, I should say. He's going to attack Jemmy. He is rolling disadvantage. So he will take the 0, which is an attack 2, and he generates frost. So Jemmy will take 2 damage, which is doubled to 4. and the brittle goes away. And that is the end of the first turn. Second turn, well done. Jemmy also changed into ranged mode. Haven't done a lot of quick switching generally. So we'll definitely go our move 3 because it's our best move. 1, 2, 3. We're not going to be able to... Ooh. Yeah, that's the right plan. Just go at 27. Regenerate ourselves. Pick up the cash. Give me the cash! Fifth Element, great film. Give me the cash! So we want to go quick here. So we'll do Restless Spirits at 20. Yeah. And we'll go Dark Fob. Alrighty. So 20 for Death. 27 for Jemmy. Draw. Thord Strike. Cool. Alright, so we're going to use Death's card here. And if we have a look, it's quite a good card. We're going to move 1 up to 5 hexes. So we're going to move that one to underneath us. And then if you're occupying a hex with a shadow, you may remove it to do an attack 6 and gain an experience point. So we're going to do an attack 6. And we're going to use our telescope lens on this one so we get advantage. So it's either a +1 or a 0. So the +1 is a total attack of 7. Or do we put poison on first? We really should put poison on first because that kills him. Jemmy's not attacking. Yep. So we'll poison him. So that kills him. Puts that there. And that will also generate a new shadow, which we will put there. And that is the end of Jemmy's turn. That's a great attack. And that's a great turn of events. Alright, so Jemmy's going to move, going to loot and heal self. Put up this. And so that loot's going to get us a card, which is a coin. And then we're going to move 1, 2 and pick up this one because we need to be the one that collects more loot tokens than any other character. Snow Thistle. And that's it. That also changes us back to melee mode. We've shifted form every turn. How fascinating. I reckon we'll put up that Hornbeetle Carapace. And we will jump 3. Dead Frozen Corpse. How nice is that? It's a great turn. Boots of Greed. Whenever you loot 2 or more loot tokens at once. No, we did not. It's a shame. So that's it. So next round. So we want to move 4 for sure. And yeah, we'll just go 96. No problems. So this round, we're just going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're not going to summon a Shadow Beast. So we've already used 1 lost card. Oh, it's non-loss, isn't it? Non-loss. Sunless Apparition. No, we need to open the door this next turn. Oh, do we? Are we better off taking a long rest, gaining our spyglass back? Yep, so we are actually going to make the Sunless Apparition. standing next to a wall. I think we already failed that. Oh no, obstacle, those are obstacles? No, those are difficult. So we failed wallflower, so that's a shame. Yep, all right, cool. So we just made our sunless apparition. Very fun. Jemmy, 1, 2, 3, that's a jump. So we're changing mode and we're gonna put that up. And we're once again in range mode. We've already used, we don't want to use another lost card from them. So we don't want to do that move forward jump. Yep. So next round, we'll go at 50. Move 1, 2. We're changing modes. And here, we'll just pick any 2 cards and go 1, 2. And that is all. We're then going to long rest with both. So Jemmy heals, and then Jemmy long rests and heals. So we're going to get rid of a blue. I really love that Reshape the Guys card. It's so powerful. Into My Embrace is one of our changing ones. I think it's Firefly Swarm, unfortunately. So everything else comes back. So by my calculations, we should have 3 full turns with that and 3 full turns with that. Wonderful. And we are in position now. What mode do we want to be in? We want to jump into the room. Disarm 2 at range 1. So yeah, we'll go into jump there. We can afford to put up venomous barbs because we will definitely open the door. Yep, I like that. I like this plan. 17. She's going to heal. She's going to lose a card. We're not going to lose that. That's our fastest initiative. Oh, Sunless Apparition is there. Don't think we need Eclipse, but it's our move 4. Don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose that. Is there any other way for us to generate night? No. Alright, we'll lose Call of Doom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that's okay. I don't think I gain my XP for putting the Sunless Apparition into play. So we want to go 24. So we'll go at 86, which is going to be late. It's a move 4. Okay, exciting, exciting. 86. And 17. And then we are going to go with Jemmy. Jemmy's going to jump using this 1, 2, and we've hit the door. It's time to read number 91.2. Crystal Fields, 18. Something moves. A shape darts between the spikes. You spin and try to track it, but the shape is fast and hard to make out. A mound of snow shifting some 30 feet away. It turns and speeds directly towards you. There is no time to think. You act on instinct and jump out of the way a fraction of a second before 2 wicked blades shoot up and shred the air where you were just standing. The mound zips back through the conduits and turns back for another pass, but this time, it's not alone. Spawn 2 burrowing blades at A. Oh, back here. That's awesome. These are normal for 2 or 3 characters, elite for 4. And then in this room we have another burrowing blade. Well, we've got 4 burrowing blades. All right, I'll go set that up. Oh, amazing. 91.2. A normal frozen corpse, number 2. 4 normal burrowing blades. 3, 5, 1 and 4. Draw. We've got movement 2. Yeah. Jemmy's potentially going to be a risk here. The burrowing blades don't have range. Target on the enemy farthest away. Focus on the enemy farthest away. Target all enemies occupying to or adjacent to hexes entered during the movement. Oh my goodness. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. So this guy's actually here. I just bumped him. And we landed here, so we still have 1 movement left. And it's a jump 4. Well, putting up a wound really sucks. I think we stay right there. I don't think we move at all with Jemmy. Yeah, we're going to put up retaliate, and we're going to disarm ourselves, but we're going to use our thing. So it's range 3, disarm self, and it's a retaliate 3. So that's the end of Jemmy's turn. So this guy moves 1, and he doesn't do anything. He's done. And now the burrowing blades. So this one we're going to do in order. So number 1's going to jump to here, and unfortunately he's going to hit our apparition. He is going to take, that's the trap, 5 damage. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to hit here for an attack 1, but it does put up poison, or wound rather. So we'll do that. Kills him, very nice. And then on Jemmy, it's a -1, so it does no damage, but it does put a wound on Jemmy. And we haven't taken damage yet, so that's fine. And then he dies to retaliate. This guy does the same. He's going to hit Jemmy. This is number 4. So hits Jemmy for 0. So Jemmy takes 1. He does lose that now. He's already wounded. And on death, takes 0 but does get wounded. This is awesome. No, they're shield 2. That's punishing. And then that one, which is number 4, takes a 1, 2, 3 retaliate damage. Jemmy's retaliated twice. 2 XP from that card this round. This one moves 4. 1, 2, oh sorry, to jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are also changing into ranged mode. All right. So now, how many wounds has that guy got? Move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Burrowing blades, they're not retaliating, they just got shield. Frozen corpse. Alright, move 4. So I think we'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. And then we'll use the Restless Spirits, which is an attack. We're going to put a token on that guy. So we're going to do an attack. The attack is doubled, so that's 6. We got our spyglass back. 6 goes down to 5, 4. So 4 damage on number 3. All enemies occupying or adjacent to hexes entered during the movement. That's outstanding. Okay, I think that's the end of, and death also takes a wound from that wound. Burrowing blades done, death done. Ranged mode. Scarab Flight is good. What's our fastest card? Oh. If we can get through 30, that is an amazing card. This is an amazing card for us. Dragonfly Surge. Gain advantage and add Pierce 2 to all of your attacks this round. Yeah, that's got to happen. 30. So we need to generate probably Dark Fog. Do we want to use a lost card? Yeah, the lost card doesn't hurt this turn. So Dark Fog's good. Move and Poison, 46 is not quick enough. We'll go 24. I want to keep that one. We'll go 14. So 14 and 30, friends. I hope Jemmy gets to go through here. Come on. Yeah, that's so incredible. Oh, this is going to be a glorious turn. I feel very good. Okay, so death goes first. We're going to go Dark Fog. Which is a lost card, and it's going to generate night. So death's going to gain an experience. Good. And that's going to target AoE 3, so we're going to go on those two. So it's attack 3, it adds 2 curses. So number 7, curse, curse. Oh, we need to shuffle this deck because we hit our thing. So we probably want to use our spyglass on one of these because I think we're in a long rest. Alright, I should also do a couple of things. We've actually got an extra health, and then we take a wound at the start of our turn from wound. So yeah. So the loss on those ones. So on number 5, plus 2. So that's 5 in total. So number 5 takes 3 damage. These little guys are pests. And then on the frozen corpse, it hits a 0, which does 2 damage. 1, 2, generates knight, and then that is a lost card, and then we're going to move 1, 2. So now we have an interesting decision with Jemmy. So Jemmy's going to use this card, which is to gain advantage on all of your attacks and add Pierce 2, plus we poison ourselves. So we take a wound, we poison ourselves, and then that's a form changer as well, so they're a new card. And then we're hitting those two there with an attack 2, which goes to attack 4, thanks to our thing. So the frozen corpse, we have advantage, so that's 5 damage to the frozen corpse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guess what? We push him onto that, which is 2 damage. And then we're going to do the same to the other the other burrowing blade. It's a +1 or a +1. So that burrowing blade is defeated. 1, 2, because this is attack 4. That gained us an experience. I don't like this situation, so we're going to use our healing potion to remove poison and wound, because poison on those attacks is punishingly bad. And that is a non-lost card. We now change form into melee. And that's it. Okay, so the burrowing blade, all enemies occupying or adjacent to hexes entered during the movement. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to get Jemmy, and it's going to get there. Yep, so Death's about to cop a pizzling. So attack 1, attack 1, attack 2. Trying to decide if I use my white card. No, we're fine. Okay, so the first attack onto Jemmy does +1, so that's 2 damage and puts the wound back on Jemmy. 1, 2. Then on Death does 1. Next one on Death misses, delightful, and that's it. So 1. And then this guy here, speed 2. He does focus on her. Is that an obstacle or a... purple is difficult, so he can walk onto that at a cost. Yep, so he's attacking her. Oh, double curse. Clutch, come in, Deno. All right, very good, very good, very good. Yep. We'll go at 14 with Hornet Stingers. That's going to be awesome. And then Death. We'll go at 24. She put a token out, so she's actually got a shadow. We'll put it there. So we're going to use Forceful Spirits at 34 and Fluid Knight at 24. So 24 for Death, 14 for Jemmy. Those tunneling slices can get fucked. I think they're going to be dead anyway. All right, so we're going to use our boots for Jemmy. So she is now going to go first. Sorry, Death. She's going to move 1, 2 to there using this card as a thing. And she's going to use Forceful Spirits onto the frozen corpse, consuming the night, so she generates an experience. And the other Burrowing Blade, I guess. That one there. So the first on the frozen corpse kills him, and on the other one, +1 on 3. So it's 3, and +1 is 4, -2 is 2. 1, 2. Kills the frozen corpse. Boom. Boom. That'll generate another shadow for us, because we target the shadow. Him. Done. And done. Jemmy will now move, using his 14, he'll move 1, 2 to here, and then he's going to use Hornet Stingers. So these two attacks, 1, 2, are both at +1 damage. And this is going to change this into thingy mode. So that card's lost. We generate an experience. And we're going to hit both of those. This is Pierce 3, and it applies poison, and it's an attack 2. We haven't hit our reshuffle yet. So on the guy with 1 health left, it kills him, and on the other guy, it puts poison and also kills him with advantage. 1, poison, 2, 3, 4. It's a good turn from us. Very good turn. Both of them are dead. Okay, unfortunately, both of our people suffer a wound. 1 wound. 1 wound. That Hornets changes us back into ranged. Yes, nice, nice, nice. Alright, so do we... Yeah, okay. So that's the end of that round. We killed everyone. We're having a good turn. We're in ranged mode, which is wonderful. So next round, so Jemmy's going to go at 38. Death's going to go at 64. So Jemmy's first. Move 2, 1, 2, and then loot 3 and heal self. Put up regen, sorry. So Jemmy takes a wound, but then puts up regen, and is also going to loot 3. 1, 2, 3. So I think we can safely say that Jemmy has got the most loot cards this phase. So discard those 2. That puts up the heal. Death's going to move all of her things up to 3 hexes, and then go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we will then take a long rest. So I don't know if I did that wound, so I'll do the wound. So the next turn, we're long resting with Death. Next round, draw. So Death heals 2, and that happens before. You get to choose the order. And we have to discard one of these cards. It's not going to be Deadbolt. Might be Forceful Spirits. No, I think we'll get rid of the Shadow Beast. So that's that. And then Jemmy's long resting. So we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. So we're gonna clear one of these 2. We'll keep the jump. We'll get rid of Hornet Stingers. And we will stay in ranged mode for Jemmy. So Jemmy heals 1 for regenerate, and then we'll heal 1, 2 for the thing. That reactivates all of our abilities, except for this acquired resistance, which is done. We haven't pulled a flip on that. Boots of Speed done, Spyglass done. Alright, So we're ready to get into the last room. Stand by. Here we go. I actually did that slightly wrong. We're going to go Jemmy 1, 2, and then do the long rest because I looked at where the thing was, which would heal again. So Jemmy's long resting this turn. The turn that Death is going to use a movement 4 and Forceful Spirits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those 2 cards are done. So now Jemmy long rests, and then we're on to the next round. So range mode has a jump 4. We'll move 3. And then I reckon we might use this. Yeah, we'll try Smouldering Hatred. I think that's okay. That's going to change us to melee form. Alright, so we need to move 3, poison, and then we need to go faster than 32. So we'll use 20. Alright. Next round, Jemmy comes in at 32. Death comes in at 20. Draw. And then we're going to move to the door using our move 3. So we go 1, 2. And then we are going to read section number 54.1. The Crystal Fields. More of these little burrowing twats. The Algox Guard is an ally to you and an enemy to all other monsters. If the Algox Guard dies, you lose the scenario. Get out of here. You leap and roll, threading yourself through the conduit forest in search of shelter from these subterranean attackers, but you can only make it a short way before your path becomes blocked. More of the burrowing creatures dart through the snow. You gird yourself for a fight when out of nowhere you hear a voice shouting, "Burning Sun!" It's an Algox standing guard on the far side of the horde, batting away one of the subterranean creatures. "I'll rip your infernal gar!" The Algox words are muffled by the heavy sound of tunneling. You don't know who the lone survivor pledges allegiance to, but you know he'll have answers if you can get to him in time. How cool. Alright, I'm going to set that up. Here we go. So our elite Algox guard, let's call him Al. You can call him Betty. And Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al. Call me Al. 3 and 5. Explosive Ascent. So we have to move to there. We don't have any. We've corked. I've used the wrong card here, right? Because I needed to use my ranged attack. I didn't use my ranged attack, but we've absolutely cooked it. So that's done. We do nothing else with that attack. But what we can do is use our white card, which we will, onto this Burrowing Blade. And so the Burrowing Blade is done. Parry thrust onto our Algox guard. So he's retaliating too, but it's not helping us because neither of those guys are doing any damage. Oh, sorry, attacking. So there's no retaliate, which sucks. So that's death. So now the Algox guard, he goes, and now Jemmy's going to go. We're going to do a move 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to attack that guy. We're going to muddle ourselves. And it's just going to be an attack 4. And we are changing into melee form. And so we're muddled, but we can use our spyglass, so we will. So it's just 1, so it's an attack 4. Does 1 damage to him. Wow, those guys are punishing. Punishing. But we're muddled. Okay. So now we're in melee form. We get to do some cool stuff. 1, 2. Pierce 1. Yep. Yep. 34, 14. Great. All right. So this burrowing blade, its target is us, goes to here, generates earth, and then death, suffers 2 damage. Jemmy's still got a heal on, by the way, so 1, 2, that's death done. Both of these idiots are jumping into him, and that is going to do 4 damage to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of the turn. Next round. Okay, so we should be able to get this done. I'm going to go 4 disarm. And attack at 14. And then she is going to go move. She'll go at 14. That's range 4. Such a good card. Yeah, we'll go at 24. Okay, so death 24. Jemmy 14. We've got the option for death to go first. Let's see what these little idiots are doing. Oh, the Algox Guard's going to go. Awesome. Attack 4. Burrowing Blade. So Jemmy will go first, I think. So we're going to jump 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to disarm there. That gains us an experience. And that card's lost. We would be able to target 2. So disarm on that guy. And then we're going to hit him with this, which is another lost card. Get in. There's no frost to consume, which would be nice, but it's an attack 5, pierce 1. I don't think we needed advantage on that. We did use our advantage last time, didn't we? We did. Okay. So +2 makes it an attack 7. And it's got pierce 1. So we leave him alive on 1. But he is disarmed. And that's lost as well. Good. It's a tricky one for Jemmy Gemdog. So I think we're going to move all of our things. No, we're just going to move 1 to here. And we're going to use our deadbolt. There's no knight to consume. But as long as we can flip a +1, so we've got advantage. She's got a lot of +1s in her deck. We kill that guy, which will create us a shadow. There's a +1. There's a +1. And a shadow, which we will put here. So that's it for us. Very good. Done and done. So now the Algox Guard goes. He's going to attack one of those burrowing blades. We'll go number 3 with an attack 4. So that does 2 damage to number 4 because he has a shield. Boom, boom. Those guys are just going to do 2 damage to him. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then they invisible themselves and generate more earth. It's the next round. We didn't change mode, did we? No. So that's a jump. Yep, it's going to jump into position. We've got some very powerful ranged attacks that I think we want to use, so we actually want to change position straight away. We will short rest with her. Okay. So we'll place there after moving. All right, it's going to be a tight one actually in the end. So Jemmy's going to go at 40 and Death's going to go at 64. We're actually in the wrong mode. We really need to change mode. Okay, that helps us a lot. Actually helps us a lot. Because those idiots are going to chase after us now. Perfect, so Jemmy's going to put up that lost card, which gains us 1, and then discard that one, which allows us to change at the end of each of your turns. Oh no, sorry, Bless Self. Oh, actually, that's not the one I thought it was. Do we still want to do that? Yeah, no, we do, because it changes our mode. Jemmy's still got the regen, so he's going to regen to full health. It's about to lose it, but that's okay. And now we're in ranged mode, which is what we needed. That's fine. So Jemmy's done. The Algox Guard, he's going to attack that same one, which is number 3, with an attack 5. And that's down to 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. He's done. And now Death. So Death is going to move 1, 2, 3 to there. Pick up a treasure. And then place 3 hex things in range. Shadows. 1, 2. And then that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. So now the burrowing blades go. So focus on the farthest away enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one will only hit Jemmy. And it's going to hit Jemmy with a wound. So it does 2 damage to Jemmy and wounds us, removes our regen. 1, 2. And that is it. Death's done. The other one does nothing, literally nothing. It's next round. All right, Jemmy, Jemmy, Jemmy. Now's your time. So yeah, we've got 30 with Jemmy. And now we should be able to do some cool stuff here. So we're going to wound those idiots. I don't think they've got a heal. And that, yep, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. Jemmy coming in at 30. Death coming in at 14. Draw! How good. I think we got this now, friends. Okay, so let's have a look here. So Death, we'll have a look at these 2 cards because this is awesome. So we're actually going to use that to put a wound up on both of the burrowing blades. So he's got a wound. He's got a wound. And then this one, we're going to attack the one who has 7 health with an attack 5. It generates Knight. It generates us an experience. And it's targeting this one, or the one, 3. Yeah, no, 7. So we're going to remove that. And then we're going to attack. We don't have advantage. So 0, so it's an attack 5. So that does 3 damage. 1, 2, 3 to that guy. So death is done and has wounded both of those people. Jemmy's turn. So Jemmy's going to move backwards, 1, 2, and then he's going to attack both of those doofuses. Non-lost that card, that's outrageous. With this attack card, so that is an attack 2. It doesn't have pierce, but it's going to hit both of them. So the first one dies. Second one dies as well with another ×2. And we survive. Come on. All right, so all enemies are defeated. And so we read 13.1. That guy survived. That was getting nerve-wracking there. Crystal Fields. Conclusion. You spin in every direction, scanning the more mounds speeding towards your dead bodies rising from the snow. But after a moment, you're sure it's finally over. You turn to the lone surviving Algox. It's one of the ice speakers, but he's badly wounded. You motion to the field, to the spikes of ice and the dead Algox behind you, and ask what it was all for. If you had asked weeks ago, I would have said it was for justice, but now it looks like a reason to get ourselves killed. You offer to take him back to Snowscorn and the Snow Speakers, where he may get healing in exchange for information about this whole plot. The survivor shrugs, but you sense a willingness in him. Fine then, Warmbloods, take me back. I want to look the Snow Sniffers in the eye. After a day's travel, you arrive at the mountain and find the Snow Speaker Chief in the central chamber. You bring curious reports, the Chief says. And you, Ice Lover, what can you say to yourself? What are these conduits? They are weapons, he snorts. A ripple of angry shock shoots through the assembled crowd. A forest of crystals that, when called upon by the ice speakers, would unleash a force that no army could withstand. However, Guryu has turned against us, sending burrowers to slaughter us all. I've seen what this path yields. Endless retribution and bloodshed. I wish for rest. That is all. Outrage. The room breaks into full debate. Enough! Chief Landprul erupts as a thunderous crack emanates through the room. She looks out over the gathered heads of her kin. This one speaks truth. There is no way forward through war. We have fought the Ice Cult for centuries, and yet we are no closer to peace. There will never be a time when bloodshed is not met by more bloodshed, and I say now is the time for change. You are as naive as your ancestors then. A tall young snow speaker steps forward. Sit down, Denpang! Shall we simply stand by and let these heretics activate their weapons, destroying our families in Whitefire Wood? No. No, of course not. And with these champions at our side, we will have victory once and for all. We must plan for an assault, and these Warmbloods had best come with us if they wish to remain in our favour. The Chief nods. Do not listen to her. It is peace we must seek. I have a plan to heal the divide between our two groups, but it will take time to arrange a peace summit with the Ice Speakers. And I will also do what I can to delay Denpang's assault. When the time comes, I hope that you will join me instead, and we will truly end this war. Gain 1 morale. Gain a random item blueprint. I don't really remember what the item blueprints are. I think they're blue. I think this is them. We gain, there you go, a biting gauntlet. Cool. I'll read up on blueprints. Add 122 to the timeline in 4 weeks. So we're on this 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Yeah. 122.3. Excellent. And that's it. We successfully defeat the scenario. So we remove all discarded cards and lost cards, do all that. Gain experience from experience dials. So Jemmy picked up 6 experience plus we're on level 3 now, and so that is 10. So 16, 111, and Death has 6 as well, plus 10, 16, 118. We gained gold from loot cards, so it was mostly just Jemmy here. Jemmy just gets 3 gold. So Jemmy goes to 12 gold. And then Jemmy's got resources, perk marks, 17. All right, so we did get the Egoist. So Jemmy is going to get the level up that we wanted. And I think we'll do another one of these replace ones. Rolling Pierce is actually not bad. We've read the scenario conclusion. So resources. So Jemmy's got 1 mushroom and 1 arrow vine. And then we've also got a snow thistle and then 2 wood. What's the snow thistle? Thistle. It's that one. And 2 wood takes us to 3. All right, very good. So we mark off, return to Frosthaven for an outpost phase. So let's review the outpost phase again. Mark the next unmarked box. We're drawing a summer outpost event. There. Hear ye, hear ye. I am the crier of the great Dalium, the most powerful seer the world has ever seen. An ostentatiously dressed man is shouting in the middle of a town, drawing a crowd. It is my great honour to advise you that the great Dalium has selected this outpost for his next visitation. He will arrive in a fortnight. Prepare yourselves and be merry. The great Dalium here? We need to prepare a feast. We'll need an offering. This should be an event to remember. Do we assist in the preparations of a feast, or do we help clean the streets to make a good impression? I think we should. We've got plenty of money. Well, we've got plenty of stuff, really. No, we'll clean the streets. I heard from a friend, his watery blue eyes see straight into your soul. He speaks quietly, but he knows your name without asking. He's the most incredible seer the world has ever known. 180.1 in 2 weeks. 180.1. The great seer Dalium. One morale and 1 inspiration. Inspiration 18. Morale 16. We are so close, and that one goes away. Good, good, good. So that's the outpost event done. So now we need to do our building operations. We will buy all of those, and then I think we will level our... We haven't needed a boat or climbing gear yet. So maybe we'll level our craftsman into level 3. I reckon we might do that actually. Yeah, so 6 gold, which we'll take from Jemmy. To go to 4, 3, and 7, but then we're going to spend for the craftsman to go to level 3. It's going to be 3 wood, 2 iron, and 2 of those. So we'll have 1. We'll have 1. and we will have 5. The next building, it's sticker time. Craftsman at level 3. So yeah, it adds us a prosperity, which is good. But just want to see if there's any items that become more interesting. Because there's none of the items that are really great at the moment. So we're 16 to 20. Those, got to put our sticker on. And then we also got that 94, is that right? So we can craft those. No, that's not right. Well, I'm definitely confused then, because that biting gauntlet... I've got to look up blueprints, friends. Got to look up blueprints. Maybe it's purchasable items. So we got this blueprint, right? Biting gauntlet. Do we need item 94? Maybe we need item 94. I'll look up blueprints. I think we're just going to build. So we built the workshop. That's pretty much it, friends. Yes, indeed. So this is what we require. We need to give that item to be able to use the biting gauntlet. So we need a 94 plus those and those. Seems quite good actually. Retaliate up to retaliate 5. And here's the items. So yeah, you can see what they require. They require items and things, which is nice. We might try making a potion. So we have a mushroom. And a thistle, that makes a cure potion. A mushroom and a mushroom and an arrow vine makes a cure potion. A mushroom and a thistle we haven't done. So let's do a mushroom and a thistle. A poison vial. Great. We already have one of those. I think we can carry more of those now though, so we will actually make a poison vial, thistle. So we have a thistle and a vine. Let's use a thistle and a vine. A thistle and a vine. Yeah. Oh yes, a stamina potion! Excellent. Alright. I feel good now. So we've got 95 and 84 available to us now. 84 is so great. Having stamina potions available. That actually changes the complexity, or changes the dynamic of our 11 health person. So that's wonderful. Wonderful news for all and sundry. We've also got a second poison potion now. We just got to decide if we want to use our stuff to make any of these. So I'll leave these out to have a look at. But that's going to do us for this episode, friends. I hope you've had an amazing time. I certainly am enjoying the shit out of this. It's really ramping up now and it's getting quite good. So scenario 18 completed. I'm not sure. I've got a little tracker that I'm working on over here, so I'm not sure what that will reveal for us. Nothing at the moment. Nothing at the moment. All right. So I think we'll go do the ancient spire, maybe. No, I think we might go to glowing catacombs. Yeah, we're going to go the glowing catacombs next, which is scenario number 9. I'll catch you all then. Big Deno out.